Welcome, friends, to Boiler Room Detective. If you like what you hear, please like my videos and subscribe to the channel. This case is a case of the cold radiator. Craig, the custodian, called and said one of the rooms was cold. When we arrived, we checked that the boiler had steam pressure and walked into the room. The room they complained about was recently turned into a daycare for the employees. Well, the employees' kids. There was a noticeable temperature drop as I entered the room. Looking around, I saw a metal box against the far wall under the window. The front of the enclosure had screening. "Is that the radiator inside the box?" I asked, and he nodded. He pulled the enclosure away from the wall, and I saw an old, silver-painted cast-iron radiator. Feeling the radiator, it felt warm, even hot. "You shouldn't use that enclosure. It impedes the heat transfer," I said. "Have to. We don't want to have the kids getting burned. The health department inspector told us that the radiator had to be covered," he said. I felt the need to explain how steam radiators work, and I'm sure the story enthralled Craig. The heat output from the steam radiator is only about 40% radiation and 60% convection. Convection is the natural flow of hot air rising and gently heating the room. By covering the top, you lose the convection ability of the radiator. This particular cover style reduced the heat output by almost 30%. To regain the convection heat from the radiator, you would need to have holes in the top of the enclosure. The paint color also affects the heat output of a radiator. Most older radiators were painted with silver or bronze metallic paint to reduce their output, as they were often oversized. Painting the radiator with gold bronze paint reduces its output by 19% to 81% of the heat produced by a non-painted radiator. Silver paint reduces the heat output by 20%. Now, if you really want to blow your mind, you can restore the heat output to 100% by simply painting the radiator maroon or flat black. Weird, huh? When checking a radiator, I always check the pitch of the radiator. A one-pipe radiator should be pitched toward the valve, and a two-pipe radiator with a trap should be pitched toward the trap. I gave Craig 3 options to get more heat in the room. The first is to cut holes in the radiator enclosure's top to allow convection. The second option is to paint the radiator and restore some of the capacity. The last is to use reflective material between the radiator and the outside wall to reflect more heat to the room. He opted for the first option. If you would like to contact me, my contact information is here. In addition, I have 2 websites. Brewing with Steam is focused on steam systems for breweries and distilleries. It includes a monthly blog about steam issues inside a brewery. My other site is Fire Ice Heat. It is my company's website and shows some of our capabilities. I have authored 11 books on boilers, and they are available on Amazon. My technical articles are included in these industry publications. Thanks for stopping by Boiler Room Detective, and I'll see you on